the assault on religion and moral absolutes, the growing fascination with death and the occult, the embrace of anger, aggression, and the celebration of violence, the increasing normalization of sexual debauchery, the list drags on. The sonic environment created by many of today's artists, both at Woodstock and more importantly, throughout our culture, is encouraging behavior that in any other time and in any other context would be almost unthinkable.
All right, we got one rule. There are no f***ing rules. Have a good time.
The prophetic warning of Galatians 6 has come true with a vengeance. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he shall also reap. For the one who sows to his flesh shall from his flesh reap corruption. Billboard magazine got it exactly right when it acknowledged that popular music doesn't just reflect aspects of our society, which of course is the most common defense raised in support of the industry. It also helps define, condone, and deepen their some effect. While the vast majority of us will never be inspired by popular music to kill or commit a crime or even to take our clothes off in public, we are nevertheless affected. Whether it's in our attitude towards sex, aesthetics, authority, intelligence, civility, language, beauty, on and on. The world we create for ourselves through our choices in music, along with other entertainments, goes into our hearts and minds and works, for good or ill, their subtle magic. And this is precisely why the clear warning God presents to us in Proverbs is echoed throughout the Bible. Watch over your heart, the things you listen to, watch and think about with all diligence, for out of your heart will flow the issues of life.
I think that there are things that are spiritual about music that transcends what words are saying. I think it's these
Possession is the psychic phenomenon which occurs when the divinity becomes manifest. It is the point which one travels by the most visible and physical means. Yet to the traveler, it is itself invisible.
Trance is a way to merge with the cosmic beat of the universe. A way to heal, to release emotion, to awaken spirit, to taste the ecstasy of the dance.
Natural, magical patterns of percussion is the discussion, so listen up close. Let it connect you to the powers that be with the healing rhythmic synergy. Techno-tribal, a positively primal, shamanic, anarchistic, archaic revival.
And I think that's what music was originally. In ancient times, we had a different consciousness. It wasn't the kind of consciousness that we have now. When people made sounds, they could see other beings still. We only forgot to do that when we developed Western language and perspective and architecture. Our consciousness changed.
We've seen how powerful music is. Its ability to inspire, indoctrinate, organize thought patterns, produce endorphin highs, generate sonic environments, to, as Stones guitarist Keith Richards said, work in all kinds of mysterious ways. But we can never really understand the heart of this mystery, or the real bottom line of music's power, until we look at its spiritual connection. Perhaps no living musician has had more experience with music's power to move and enthrall an audience than Oscar-winning composer John Williams. His film scores for many of our most popular movies have touched millions of lives worldwide, leading him to observe the one thing perhaps that every culture on earth shares, even before language, is music. There's a very basic human, nonverbal aspect to our need to make music and use it as part of our human expression. It doesn't have to do with articulation of a language, but with something spiritual.